Filling up this pre-workout here. Get this tripod going. Oh, it's moving on me. Hey, hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Let me fix this here. Just want to get on here. It's Monday and answer any questions you might have. Hopefully the weekend went great for you. Shake this up now. Gonna go hit that gym in a minute. Go over a few things. If you had any questions about anything, let me know. Hopefully the weekend went great. We're all here. If you're watching this, man, you got another day. Let's go. It's time to get better, right? So I got a quick question. I keep getting this question over and over again about when to weigh your food. Do you weigh it before or after you cook it? I always weigh my food before. So any type of beef, chicken, I always, of course, I always recommend in all my videos, get a scale. Now that's just so important. It's something so small that you can do. Go get you a scale. I think in a video I have coming up, I went over or I showed a few scales from Walmart because I was there. You can get scales at Walmart, Target, anywhere has scales. Amazon, they'll deliver that joker straight to your door. And you don't have to go spend. I mean, there's some scales that get expensive and they'll do all kinds of stuff. I'm like, man, if I'm gonna spend that much, you better be cooking my food for me, tell you that much. But you don't need to spend that much. I mean, 15, 20 bucks, go get you a scale. You can get one, different colors, match your kitchen. They're so easy to use. And try to work on measuring your food out, because if you really want to determine where you're at, you have to know what you're eating, right? How much of what you're eating. And it really helps out. I'm telling you, when people start measuring their food and they start tracking their food, like, life changes. I mean, you start realizing how much one serving of this is, how much, how many calories are in one serving, how many carbs, how many, how much fat, how much protein, stuff like that. So I'd highly recommend you go get a scale. I think every kitchen needs one, especially if you're on any type of fitness journey, weight loss, weight gain, muscle gain. Hopefully, you're not on a muscle loss journey, but if, I think every kitchen should at least have a scale in it, man. Because I mean, I use mine all the time, and eventually you'll find that after doing it enough, you won't even need it, and it really helps, especially if you're out to eat somewhere. Then you'll know kind of what a portion size, I guess you can say, right? So definitely go get you a scale. I highly recommend that. But back to the question, I always weigh my food before I cook it. All right. So any beef, I weigh it out before. Just you can do it in grams. Most scales have grams. They have ounces, pounds. So you can do it in grams if you want, or you just do it in ounces. However you want to measure, it doesn't matter. But anytime I'm cooking chicken, beef, anything like that, I always weigh it out. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hopefully the sound's working pretty good this morning. But yeah, it's Monday. Man, these Mondays get tough sometimes. You wake up a little tired. You're like, oh man, it's one of them weekends. There was another question I had about training through injuries, and now you don't want to train. Like, let's say, like right now I'm having a little like upper, I guess, back issue. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Luckily, I'm very very fortunate, but I feel something, and so today I was gonna go, probably knock out some chest, some back. But I'm like, you know what? With that, I was feeling it last night. I felt it yesterday. I tried to foam roll it out, try to get, dig in there. It's kind of in between the shoulder blades a little bit. And so I'm like, well, you can't, one thing you can't do is let that discourage you. So I'm like, okay, well, since my back is hurting a little bit, my lower back's a little sore. I don't know what I did over the weekend, but, I feel my lower back as well. So I'm like, well, let me kind of change it up. Now, what my plan called for today in my mesocycle, in my current training plan, was, luckily it was more legs today. So I said, because I was gonna like hit a little bit of back, biceps, stuff like that. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and switch that up. I'm gonna focus more, just try to hit the legs and see how you feel. I mean, if you feel something, if it's hurting, just train around it. You don't want to go hurt yourself or anything like that. All right. And that's the problem. When you're on a fitness journey, sometimes you get so focused on, like, you got to be perfect, right? You have to, well, no, today said I got to do, chest and triceps. That means, I don't care if my chest is hurting, I got to go hit chest today because that's what my plan. It's going to throw it all off. It's not. What's going to throw it off is you go hit that chest, and next thing you know, you're out for a couple of weeks. That's really going to throw it off, and that's going to be hard to come back from, because mentally you're going to be like, oh man, I got hurt, and Stop. Because a lot of times when people get hurt, they just completely stop everything. Be like, well, I'll pick back up whenever I get healthy again. And so which means they stop their nutrition completely. And so a lot of times, like if I catch an injury, or even if I just can't go to the gym for some reason because life gets in the way, one thing I do have control over is my nutrition, and I try to focus on that because that's more important, in my opinion, than going to the gym. And because that's the hard work, man. All that nutrition stuff you got to do. That's where the hard work, the real discipline comes in. The gym is kind of like the fun part. You get to go work out. You get, I mean, I think it's fun. I mean, I love working out, but it's everything else you do the rest of the day that's the hard part, and staying consistent there. Okay, so don't let the gym be your, well, I didn't go to the gym today, so I guess I'll just start over again tomorrow. Just eat whatever I want today and start over again tomorrow. um, uh, I'm sorry, Brenda. Sorry, we got a question coming here. Brenda, what calculation do you use to get in a calorie deficit? Okay, yes, I'm gonna make a video on this because I keep getting this question. That's a very important question because I try to remember. Dr. Zeus said, "Hi, what up?" Um, I try to remember whenever I was in that position, right? Because I thought about, I was like, I have so many different videos on my channel about how to get protein, right? Oh yeah, do this, get protein. You need to get 170 grams protein. Do this, stuff like that, right? But then I remember when I first started out a long time ago, I was like, well, how much protein do I even need? How many calories do I need? Where am I supposed to be? And I was like, you know what? I need to make a video on that because I think people need to hear that as well. So basically, what I was saying, I said it on my last live too. You got to determine your daily caloric intake, just that you need just to live. Okay, so what you do there. Let's see here. Excellent point about staying locked in with nutrition through injuries. Yeah, for sure. But let me get back to that real quick, so I'll just go off on some tangent here. But yeah, so basically, you got to determine your daily calories. Okay, so the best way to do that is to Google TDEE. So the letter T, D as in Delta, E as in Echo, E as in Echo. Okay, so TDEE. Google that, and then it's going to take you to it's a nutrition calculator, and it's free. All right, so you put your information in there, and don't be lying. Don't be lying. Now you got to tell it the truth. It's going to ask you how your activity level and stuff like that. So make sure you tell it the truth. Now, what it's going to give you is a base caloric, daily caloric that you need each day, that you basically burn or that you use each day. Okay, so let's say it's 2,500. Now it's going to be a selection of, do you want to lose weight? Then you need to hit these calories. Do you want to gain weight? You need to hit these calories. Or do you want to maintain? You stay right here. And it'll tell you that's the easiest way to break that down, so you can know, because you got to start. So let's say you have your 2,500 calories a day. You're like, man, I need to lose some weight. Then you're going to have to knock down 250 to 500 calories a day, all right, in order to lose weight. And so you're going to, and it go, in order to like maybe get half a pound to a pound a week, all right. So you got to knock that down. But that's how you know where it's at. And then I always suggest I start with protein. So okay, well, I eat 2,500 calories a day. Well, I need to get, my goal weight is 150 pounds. I want to get at least 150 grams of protein in. Okay, and then so this is where the math comes in, right? Because 1 gram of protein is what is it, 4 calories. And so you got, there's all this math. So I'll try to write all that now. But basically, try to get your protein first. Get 150 grams of protein, and then kind of fill in everything else. If you want to go like a higher fat, it matters what kind of diet you want to do. If you want to go keto, it's going to be no carb almost, plus higher fats. Some people do a keto that's high fat and moderate protein. Some people, like the way I did mine, was more higher protein, moderate fats, like enough to give you energy and stuff. But there's just all kinds of different ways. But basically, determine what you need each day, and then subtract from that. Okay, that's hopefully that explains it a little bit better. But that's it. Hopefully I answered that question for you, Brenda. What calculation do you use to get in a caloric deficit? Yeah, so start there. Okay, Google TDEE and start there, and you'll find out. I mean, it's not hard. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll up now. Dr. Zeus, what's the best protein to use when gaining weight? Like for like muscle. I mean, protein wise, it just matters on your diet, really. I mean, you can still use a lean protein and gain weight. As long as you're hitting your protein goals. Now, if you want to gain weight, you're probably gonna throw in some more carbs, or you throw in some more fats, or you do both, and just don't get too dirty, and you'll gain weight. But the protein thing is try to hit your protein goal and then get the calories to gain weight from other things. Um, hopefully that kind of answers your question. If I was trying to, let's say if I was trying to bulk up, let's say if I'm at, I don't know, I like to use 150 because it's easy. So let's say if I'm at 150, I want to go up to 160. Then I'm not gonna eat 300 grams of protein, right? So I can try to get up to 160 to get that amount of calories. I'll probably, eat 160 to 180 grams of protein, maybe even 200, because I've been doing it so long that I can get so much protein in. I really have to watch myself so I don't get too much in. And then I would be like, well, I'm trying to gain weight. Then I'm going to throw in white rice. I'm going to throw in, oats or grits, or do it with the fats. I'm going to throw in more peanut butters. I'm going to throw in more, oils and stuff like that in order to get up to that calorie. Now, the way I know how many calories I'm supposed to get, once again, I'll go to that TDEE calculator and I'll determine, okay, well, if I'm trying to put on, 10 pounds, then this is the caloric surplus I need to be in. And so back to the question, the best protein, I mean, it's tough to, in my opinion, it's tough to gain weight with protein because, there's only so much, especially if you're eating lean quality protein, you can only eat so much chicken breast and beef and stuff like that before if you're eating lean proteins, if you're eating more fattier proteins, and that's different. But hopefully that answered your question. I would skip, if you're trying to gain weight, I would skip the chicken breast and go with a chicken thigh. I eat chicken thighs anyway, so I think they taste great. They have more fat in them, and so I will go with chicken thighs, maybe a lower percentage beef. Instead of getting like a 96 lean, roll with the 85, man. Just get all kind of greasy. You know what I mean? And that's just going to add more fat into your diet. So it's going to add more fat into your diet. And then if you are adding, let's say you add white rice to there, instead of adding half a cup, add a whole cup. And that's where the calories start adding up. That's where, in my opinion, that's where the gains will come from. Hopefully that answers your question. And Brenda said that would be great. Oh, the video. Yeah, I need to do that, man. I got to do that because I'm like, if I keep getting the questions on almost all of my lives, I get questions about that. I get questions in the comments about that, and I mean, I'm like, that is so true because I remember being there. I remember being there, like, where do I start? What do I do? And I want to treat this channel like that, like a one-stop shop. You know what I mean? Like if you have questions about where to start, if you have questions about training in a family setting, like I'm a stay-at-home dad of 3. I got 3 kids. I gotta do all this around them. My main focus, my main job is taking care of those kids, and taking care of myself is a part of that job. So, but my main goal is taking care of them. So that's why I want to make this channel like, hey, look, I'm always in the kitchen. I'm always on the go. If anybody knows, if you have kids or wherever, every day's different. There's always something going on. And, but it's hard to stay focused on yourself, and it's hard to stay healthy as well. It's hard to stay healthy if you don't have kids, especially these days, man. There's so much stuff out there. They make it so easy. They will DoorDash something straight to your doorstep that's no good for you now, and you know that. So it's on you to hold yourself accountable. And I think, if I can help people understand that part, that, hey, nobody's making you order that. Nobody's making you eat that. All right. Nobody, unless they're physically shoving that food in your face, you are making that choice. And so when you look in that mirror, that's why I talk about the mirror a lot, because that's one thing we all look at in the mirror, and we see that person looking back at us and who's questioning, like, did I do the right thing today? Are you going to do the right thing today? You know what I mean? And so, the mirror doesn't lie, right? All right. Hopefully that, yeah, Dr. Zeus. I like that, Dr. Zeus. That's cool. Thoughts on, let's see here. Sorry, I'm extremely thirsty right now. Thoughts on calisthenics for hypertrophy? Man, like gymnastics and stuff? Is that what you're talking, man? If you're talking about that, have you ever seen those gymnasts? Them boys, man, and I mean, I shouldn't have said them boys. Them folks are ripped. You know what I mean? Is that what you're talking about? I don't do calisthenics, so I can't really speak on that. But I mean, any type of movement, you know what I mean, will definitely help. You know, Becky says, "Good morning." What's up, Becky? Morning. Uh, oh yeah, Poofy. Yeah, good morning from Chicago, Chi-Town. Chi-Town's in here. Let's go, Chi. All right. Uh, All right, Sean. Sean's back in, bro. Tell him messed around and got that solar bread and had a PB and J. Come on now. I'm trying to tell you, I have a PB and J almost every day. PB and J every day. Let's just rhyme it. I don't, we're gonna start freestyling in a second. I did have two. Yeah. See, did you get that small solar bread? I know, man, because basically it's like a little snack. Okay. Uh, but hey, it's stopped me from getting fast food. Let's go. See, exactly. Them slices are so nice and chunky. Yeah. So if what Sean's talking about is the solar bread. I find the solar bread at Walmart. It's all in my videos. Okay. It's a little loaf of bread that you get. These slices are super low carb if that's something you're looking for. Even if not, man, if you get that I think it's buttery something, whatever it is, super good. Okay. Now, what if you follow my exact instructions? Get that bread. I'm trying to tell you, HEB has them too. If you're in Texas, you know about that HEB now. HEB has them too. If you get that solar bread, grab that Four Fruits jelly that I keep talking about in my videos. That's the best one. If you go to Costco, they have the big jar. Any other, I almost said restaurant. I wish restaurants had it. Any other grocery chain has them, but they're just the smaller jars. And so get the Four Fruits. I think it's not. I almost said Boone's Farm. I think that's something. No, it's I forgot the brand of it, but it's jelly, Four Fruits jelly. All right, you put that on the bread, and then get you like I've been using a like a low sugar Jif, I think it is, or no, a lower fat Jif, creamy Jif, just whatever peanut butter you want to go with. Just remember you got to measure it out, man. Do not take a big old spoon, slap that joker on there because you're gonna throw off all kinds of macros. But hold yourself accountable, measure it out. If it takes a measuring spoon, measure it with a measuring spoon. That's another thing that I think all kitchens should have are measuring spoons and measuring cups and a scale. Come on now. You got to hold yourself accountable. And I'll literally take that measuring spoon. I'll just measure out 1 tablespoon and I'll put it on the bread. You don't need much. I mean, the bread slices are so small. Boom, you got your peanut butter jelly sandwich. Now the sweetness is knocking out the sweet tooth. You're getting the peanut butter in there, not too much, but it helps hold you off. Okay, that's if you need to snack on something. You're like, man, I need something right now. Grab you two of those, just two slices of bread. It's not gonna set you back too far, and calorie wise, fat wise, protein wise, anything like it's not gonna set you back. And then what I also like to do with that, because what goes great with a peanut butter jelly sandwich is milk. So if sometimes I'll have one of these right here. I'll have one of those with it. All right. If you want to turn it into a high protein meal, just have one of these. If you don't agree with these, I know some people, I don't like the ingredients, blah, blah, blah. Then don't have that. Go get you some milk. I have Fairlife fat-free milk that I use as well. You can do that. Get you half a cup to a cup of that. I think it's like 13 grams of protein or something. Come on now. You can't beat that. And you just wash it, wash your PB&J down with that. Boom. You got your little snack, and that helped you from going to get a meal that you probably shouldn't be getting, right? That'll probably throw you off. It's just, I mean, I don't, and those little sandwiches, you don't need to keep it cold. I mean, I don't have one with me now, but I'm gonna make me one later. I'm about to go hit the gym right now, but best believe later on, I'm about to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich sometime today, because that's gonna be like a snack attack. You know what I mean? Like something I need to keep me straight. All right. Oh, hold on. Let me go back here. See, Sean knows what's up. All right, let me try to read this. All right. We got somebody coming in. Good morning from Baltimore. Come on now. Woo, Baltimore. Them boys. Keep the meals coming, please. Yeah, anytime I have a meal, like last night I made something. Boy, and it's crazy. I'm always thinking of these different ideas because I don't want to eat the same thing over and over again, but I still want to stay in the health and shape that I'm in, and I don't want to compromise any of that. And so, but I still want to eat good, and or at least when I have control over it. So, because if I'm disciplined in my kitchen, then I can have the freedom that if I want to go out and have a couple slices of pizza, it's no problem. You know what I mean? I want to go get some wings or something. I can do that, right? Because I stay disciplined, like 98% of the time, right? So, I mean, my thing is like, if you stay disciplined like 80 to 90% of the time, go live your life, and on other times, right? As long as it's, as long as you hold yourself accountable and you don't let those treat meals turn into like treat weekends, right? And then everybody's situation is different. So, if you do go out and splurge all weekend, be like, man, I can't believe I did that. Learn from it. Okay, we all make mistakes, and that's how we get better. That's how we learn, man. You got to make mistakes. I tell my kids all the time, it's a mistake if you don't learn from it. You know what I mean? But we're always here to learn, man, for sure. All right. It's very informative. Hey, I appreciate that. And all the comments I get are great. Even the negative ones, those are fine. I'll take all comments. I don't mind them at all. Some of them are just kind of out there, and but everybody's got an opinion, right? I mean, it's all good. I mean, you're not gonna upset me. I mean, that's the deal. You're not gonna upset me, and you're not gonna make me stop. Okay, because I've had people saying that, literally telling me I need to just stop. What I'm doing, and let me tell you something, it's not happening. You know what I mean? Because as long as I'm gonna keep doing this, if I'm here working on myself, I'm gonna show y'all how I do that, because why not? If me working on myself continually to hold myself honest, keep myself honest, will help you out, man. I'm all about that. That's what this channel is all about, man. It's all about sharing with you what I do. Hopefully it helps you out in the same time, right? I mean, I think we should all be helping each other anyway. That's why I say put it in the comments. Put in the comments what you do. If you don't agree with what I do, put in the comments what you do. And hey, so somebody who's reading that comment might think just like you. They're like, man, this Mr. Mom dude don't know what he's talking about, but this person does. That's right. That's what I believe in. Go with it, man. Nobody's making you do something you don't want to do. Let's see here. Okay. See, just like this right here. I don't eat food from the USA filled with chemicals, but thanks. Yeah, see, so everybody has different nutrition goals, right? Some people don't eat. I've gotten the comments a couple times. I don't eat things from boxes. You know what I mean? I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying you have to go eat stuff from boxes. No, no, no. I'm just showing you what I eat, and then you can go eat it if you want. Ain't nobody trying to make you do something you're not supposed to be doing, man. You have control over yourself, right? We don't, there's some things in this world we don't have control over, but you do have control over yourself. So don't let nobody tell you should eat something you shouldn't be eating. Like if I say something and I'm like, hey, go try this out, you're like, no, I'm not going to eat that. Then better not go eat that because you don't agree with it, right? So, let's see here. I'm trying to read. Man, it is so hard. I need to get this together, guy. Let's see here. Just hit the heart. Just wanted to give you the support you need. Hey, I appreciate that, man. All the support. Much love. I totally appreciate it, man. I love getting on here. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to get on Friday. Got a lot of stuff going on Friday. I want to do Mondays and Fridays. I need to set it up. Once I can do that, and the problem is, I'm not trying to make excuses. That's one thing I don't like. I do not like excuses. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying it's with the kids and all that. I want to get on here Mondays, and so if you have kids, Mondays can be crazy. But I want to get on there between 8:30 and 8:45 Central Time, and on Mondays and Fridays. That'll be great. I think because you're coming off the weekend and then you're going into the weekend. Yeah, it's a good time to chop it up a little bit. But I don't think I'll be able to get on this Friday. If I can, I will. I don't know what time it'll be, but that's why I haven't set a set schedule yet. Like where, hey, find me. I'm going live this time. I need to find ways to, I don't know, maybe put out a short or something. Say, hey, I'll be on in 15 minutes or something like that. But then I don't even know if anybody or I can make a post, but I don't know who all will see that. But the reality is, if it helps one person, if it gets through to one person, that's what this channel is all about. I mean, I can do a video, and I don't do them for the views or anything like that. I do them to help. And so if I get that one comment, if I make a video and, excuse me, go through everything to edit it, to do this and that, post it, all that stuff, and it helps one person, and one person comments, I get one view, and that person comments that, hey, I needed to hear this today. Boom, that's it. That's what it's all about. Check. You know what I mean? Done. Like mission accomplished on that one, right? And that's what it's all about, man. That's what this channel is all about. All right. All right. If you get it, find Teddy's Super Chunky PB and Crafter's Organic Strawberry. Yeah, that Crafter's is good. Yeah, man. I've had that, but man, I think somebody else mentioned Teddy's. super chunky, and the super chunky peanut butter is good, man. Yeah, no doubt. Uh, huh? Trying to stay away from processed foods. Any thoughts on improving memory? I don't. Improving memory, like I don't like eating wise, nutrition wise. I don't I don't know much about that. I'm sorry, Becky. Yeah, I mean, I recommend eating whole foods as much as possible. I know I talk, people think I just eat processed foods all day long. Well, not everybody, but some people do. Um, but yeah, I always recommend whole foods first. If you can, go whole foods first, and then use everything else kind of as a supplement, right? So if you have the ability to get to your, let's say your goal is 130 grams of protein, if you have the ability to get there using whole foods all day long, go for it. That's the best way to do it. Just get your protein, your lean protein sources, get your veggies. If you do carbs, do carbs however you do them. Potatoes, or whatever you roll with, and I highly recommend that. But yeah, on improving memory, I mean, if you're talking about food wise, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Improving memory is just probably just working on your memory. I mean, all right. Sorry, I couldn't. Hello from Illinois. Let's go. Let's go. Don't stop. I don't understand why people need to comment. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say it. Why hurt someone's feelings? Well, that's the thing I'm talking about. You're not going to hurt my feelings, right? I mean, so if you let somebody hurt your feelings, then you need to look in and be like, why is this person hurting my feelings? Is this something that I need to take a deep dive into what I'm doing, like myself? You know what I mean? Like comments are fine. I don't mind. I find a lot of my those negative ones. I kind of laugh at them because I'm like, if somebody's gonna take the time to watch whatever I'm putting on, or my content, and take the time to make a negative comment, I already know what state they're living in. Not what actual state, but like, I, they are in a negative time right now. That they, I don't know if y'all have ever heard, but there's something called misery wants company. And yeah, I tell my kids that all the time. Nobody wants to walk around being negative and miserable and upset by themselves. That's no fun, right? Nobody wants to do that, right? They want to drag somebody down with them. They're like, I'm gonna feel like this. I'm gonna drag you down too. So I see people like that, and I'm like, man, they're just negative people, and who knows what's going on in their life right now? Who knows if they're happy with the person that they look at in the mirror every single morning, every single night? Who knows where they're at? So it's not me. They're just taking their frustrations out on me, but it's really on themselves. So they're trying to spread it out in the world instead of dealing with the actual person that is feeling the negativity and the reasons why they're feeling negativity. So instead of dealing with those issues, they want to spew negative comments on somebody else to try to bring them down with them, right? And that's what you got to do. You can't let them bring you down. You got to be up here, and you look at them in the rear view and be like, they're back there. They're back there for a reason. Now, whenever they want to change their mind state, they want to get more positive, they want to start, living good and stuff like that, then come on up here. Let's go together. But till then, you're in the back seat, man. That's just how I see it. Okay. So yeah, I don't mind some. Yeah, it does, like sometimes it's like, man, people really got to say something, right? which is their right, man. You can say whatever you want, right? I mean, for the most part. But if they do it towards me with a negative type, well, I'm gonna get this guy. I already, I'm just like, man, I almost feel sorry for you, because I'm like, you're going through something, or your life is that negative that you have to, go try to drag people down with you. Hopefully you can find some peace somewhere, and look at the world in a brighter way. You know what I mean? Because the world is how you see it, right? So, all right, let's see here. I am watching you. All right, thanks for watching me. Not stop. Your inspirational and recipes are great. Love your tips. Yeah, Rita, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere, because this is what I do. Man, I've been doing this so long that this is just a lifestyle for me. Like I've come to the point where, like, I thought about making a video about that too. Like, people used to ask me, man, what do you do? What's your secret? What do you do? And they don't ask that no more, because if anybody knows me, follows me, and follow my other social medias and stuff, I show you what I do every day. You don't need to ask that question. You see the consistency and the discipline I have, that I have built, and I'm still building every single day. This isn't just, oh, I've done it, I'm done. No, discipline is something you practice every single day. Consistency is something you practice every single day. If you let it go, you're going to go back to your old habits, and you're going to go back to that person that you were. And and not saying I was a bad person or anything. I'm just saying I wasn't happy physically and mentally. Man, it is loud out there. I don't know if y'all can hear it. These boys got the mowers going. Where was that? Oh yeah, so that's something that you got to build every single day. You can't just once you slack off, you're going to start falling back into it. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here. All right, hey, what's up? I am from Bulgaria. Sweet, that's what I'm talking about. Never been there. Laurel. If am I saying that correctly, Laurel? I'll subscribe. Hey, appreciate the sub, man, for sure. Yeah, Bulgaria. Okay, Bulgaria. Sorry. Love your tips. Coming in from Diana. Bertha says good morning. Becky coming in. We need to set good examples to our kids, and they will be adults soon. Time flies. Man, you ain't lying. Time is flying. Time is just flying, man. It's crazy. We only have so much time with our kids. We only have so much time we can spend on ourselves to get ourselves better. Every moment that you're not working on yourself, it's just time that you're losing. Every moment that you're not working to be a better parent, if you're a parent, this is not a parenting channel, but I am Mr. Mom, right? So my kids are the most important thing to me, and every minute you spend on being a better parent is, a minute gained, right? And every minute you don't is a minute you lost. So you're never going to get that minute back. We have to live in the present, and we got to do the best we can do now, and to lead those kids. Because yes, they're going to be adults soon, and they're going to take whatever the things that we teach them and run with it. Because believe me, they're always listening, they're always watching, and you might not think so. They're always watching how you react to situations. I mean, I'm human, right? And so there's plenty of times where I'm, reassessing at the end of the day, like, okay, well, what went good, what went bad today. Okay, well, this went bad. How should I have reacted better? And there's been times where I'm like, I got frustrated, right? And I got frustrated in front of the kids, and they saw how I reacted to that situation, and I'm like, was that a great example of how I would want them to do it? No, right? No, but a lot of times I'll talk to them about, hey, apologize. I did this and that, and I should have done this. And then they see that I owned it, and that I came in with a solution of how I can improve next time, and I have them do that as well. If something happens, okay, we'll talk about it, and we'll kind of debrief. Like, okay, well, the situation's already happened. I mean, you can't change it, right? But we can learn from it. What are we going to do next time? All right, instead of doing this, we're going to do this. Maybe that'll work. Okay, so that's how I like the world. You're doing a great job there. Hey, appreciate it, man. Hey, and when the kids randomly tell you they love you, man, that's just boom, check. It's all good. I discovered your channel and I went shopping for all your recommendations, and I'm so happy. The ratio yogurt is so delicious. You've inspired me. Yeah, that ratio yogurt, it's so good. Now, if you look at people always, I either get people love it or they're like, it's the people that don't eat certain ingredients, and they'll be like, oh, don't eat that, which is fine. Yeah, definitely. If it doesn't agree with you, then fine. Ratio yogurt is amazing. I'm like 25 grams of protein, and it tastes amazing. And there's so many different things you can do with it. Right? You don't just have to eat it in a bowl, but I mean, you can make like I've made those cookies before. I made that little protein dessert. I put them on rice cakes. I mean, it's just so good. But also, I have ratio yogurts. Like I have the little containers for when I got to hit the road or something like that, and I got to eat something real quick. But in my fridge, stays stocked is like usually Fahe, like a plain yogurt, like either 2% or fat free, or Okios yogurt or something like that. And I'll eat yogurt at least once a day. So those ratios are good for whenever you're on the go, or if you're trying to really manage what you eat. If you want your eggs and you want your your yogurt, don't mix them together, but you know, that's how you can track it, then yeah, I mean, ratio is great. You know, I'm curious why you use the jelly that you use. Do you know for any sugar-free suggestions? Yeah, I also use sugar-free jelly as well. Now, on that 4 fruits, if I use it, I only use it one time a day, and I measure it out. You know, it is so good. You have to measure it out. Now, I do have, man. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do like a quick jelly short for you. And I do, man. What's the sugar-free one? It's a raspberry one. It's a sugar-free red. There's all kinds of sugar-free ones. It's in the same area, but go find you a sugar-free one. And try them out. Now they don't taste as good as that 4 fruits now, and that's, you know why, right? So, but yeah, if you're going to use the 4 fruits, I use that. If I use it, it's going to be once a day. I don't put a tablespoon here in my yogurt, and then I put a tablespoon in my peanut butter and jelly, and then I have a tablespoon over here, and then because that will add up, okay. And I guess it's good. It's a small jar because then you know how to watch it, right? So you don't mess around and have to go buy another one. But yeah, keep some sugar-free jelly as well. There was a comment up here. I think it was Sean that mentioned a jelly. If you read the comments up here, let's see. Sorry for this. Yeah, somebody mentioned. I think it was Sean about the jelly that they use, a sugar-free jelly. Yeah, definitely try a sugar-free jelly. I would go that route to have that in stock as well. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. I don't know what that means. I'm not from Utah. Yeah, I'm not from Utah, buddy. Sorry about that. I love how real and sincere you are about eating healthy. I do like diet soda. Is that a deal breaker for you? Diet soda? No. I have no problem with diet soda. Um, you know, my go-to, which I've had in my videos before, is the A&W root beer. The cream, was it A&W root beer? It's caffeine-free, sugar-free, and all that good stuff, right? Helps with the. I usually have one of those a day. Man, I don't have it here. There's another one A&W has. It's a man. I don't have it here with me. It's a new one. Oh, man, I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna have to put. It's a new one. I saw it at Walmart. Um, but man, it's good. It's like a float or something like that, right? But yeah, the A&W, that's my go-to one. I don't have any problem with, if you want to go diet sodas. Now you can't, be like, well, I used to drink, uh, 2 Pepsis a day, but now I'm going diet, so I have 6 diet Pepsis a day. It doesn't work like that. I don't think. Me personally, I don't know. Now you get a lot of stuff out there about the different ingredients and sugars and stuff, but you do what you do. If look here, if diet soda is going to keep you from doing something something else you shouldn't be doing, you got to weigh the options. Okay, so if you having a diet soda is going to stop you from having all this badness, all right, then that diet soda is worth it. You know what I mean? In my opinion, this is just my opinion. This is coming from me. This is no studies. This is, I'm not a nutritionist. You know what I mean? I'm not a doctor. I always say I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist, man. I'm a stay-at-home dad, man. But yeah, I roll with the A&W. I've tried like the sugar-free, like Diet Dr. Peppers and all that stuff, and I just didn't really care for the flavor too much. Now, if I'm out somewhere and they got the fountain diet this and sugar-free that, I'll just mix them all together. You know what I mean? And just go to town like that. So let's see here. Fresco, yeah, Fresco's good too. Fresco's good too for sure. That one's pretty good too. Yeah. What vitamins do you take? If I take it's just a multivitamin. I mean, nothing. I don't get crazy. It's multivitamin. Nothing. I've taken like the animal packs. I don't know if y'all know what those are, but it's the ones that comes in a jug. It's from Animal. The brand's Animal, but they're these little packs that has like 8 different vitamins in there. You know what I mean? You got to take them. They're big too. You got to take them. I've done that before. I've done. You get the one a days. You can take those. I mean, just whatever ones you want to. I don't personally recommend any. I mean, I don't know, whatever fits. There's so many different kinds out there. There's some for like over 40, over 50. If you're into sports, if you're into that, I don't know. I don't recommend any. I'll just take a basic old vitamin. That's what I do personally. But whatever vitamins you want to do, you go do the research and see if it works for you. Plus the cost is totally different too. So um, let's see here. I tell people all the time, health is wealth, man. Health is wealth. Yeah, for sure. Uh, let's see here. I see a lot of the ingredients in these products in the store near me, and it's terrible. Yeah, that's why I always suggest you got to flip it around, flip that joker around, and read those ingredients, read the calories. Read what's in it. You know, like you can be thinking, something could say, oh, it's this is the new healthy blah blah blah, and then you turn it around, that joker's got 36 grams of fat in 2 tablespoons. It's like what? Like, come on now. I thought I was. If you go mess around and eat that and you're thinking, oh, I only measure out 2 tablespoons, but man, I'm just not hitting my goals. It's like, yeah, because that joker has 32 grams of fat in it, and so you have to measure it out, man. I mean, you have to do the least you can do is turn around and look at it and determine, is this something I want to try? Now, you don't have to put it in your main rotation. You can try it, but maybe it's something you're like, oh, well, if I want to splurge a little bit, I'll go ahead and give me some of this. But you know, if it's something that you don't want to do daily, then definitely don't do it. But you have to flip that joker around and determine it for yourself. Don't let nobody tell you what you can eat and what you can't eat, right? Unless it's your doctor, of course, right? And your doctor's like, hey, you need to stop eating that good. But don't let nobody on YouTube tell you. Let me tell you that much, right? You need to go talk to your doctor. All right. What do you think about the red 40 ingredients? Yeah, I don't think much about that. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, that's a whole different thing right there. Uh, Opinion on creatine for women. I heard this could be hair loss. That scares me. Yeah, that's something that you would have to check with your doctor. Me, I take creatine, but um, it, you know that's something I don't know about that, so I can't speak on that. Sorry, Esther. I would say talk to your doctor, whoever your doctor is, and ask them, or maybe like a nutritionist that they can recommend you go speak to for someone of your however basically they can say, hey, here's so and so, this is her stuff, she needs to talk to you, and that'll probably help lead you better than me for sure. Okay, I don't want to tell you something you shouldn't be doing. Could you put some more content on some chocolate recipes, please, for your chocolate lovers? Yeah, chocolate man. Okay, I got one for you right now, Esther. Go get you these right here. Okay, these rice cakes, they make a chocolate one. All right, just go get those, right? I'll tell you. And look, like these are the white cheddar because I like the cheese and the saltiness. And I have these before I go to the gym. Now I don't just snack on these all day. When I'm having something, there's a purpose for it. Okay, so because usually I eat early in the morning, and usually I show y'all what I eat as well. And like this morning, what I have: 2 eggs, 3 egg whites, a Sola bagel, and some bacon. I think it was. But yeah, so go get you something. If I mean, the carbs are not too bad. These like I think one on these is 9 grams. Yeah, so 9 grams of carbs in one. But the chocolate ones, man, they're so good. If that's going to keep you from doing some other chocolate stuff you shouldn't be doing, then yeah. But I mean, I've done it before in my, I think on my Instagram reels, where I have like where I'm making the chocolate, and you just put the like yogurt on there, or I'll put the ratio yogurt to add more protein, and then you sprinkle some of the cinnamon toast crunch seasoning on that yogurt, or some Flavor Gods cinnamon or Flavor Gods seasoning. I think they have like a chocolate donut, and they have like buttery cinnamon roll or something. Man, stuff's good, man. I'm trying to tell you, to knock out a sweet tooth. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out. Do you go hunt? No, I don't hunt. Mm-mm. No, I don't. Let's see here. And then I also have a recipe that came out. So my videos go out so my goal is to get a video out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I like to do it by 9 a.m. Central Time to give people time to watch it. And I have one that went out today, and I'll try to do one, like I said, on on a where to start for your nutrition goals. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to look up and see which one it was. Um, yeah, and I like doing those ones, the simple ways to get this much protein by, because the reason why is because I used to be in the same position. Like I was like, man, how in the world am I supposed to get this much protein? You gotta be kidding me! Like this is not, this is crazy. And so I've done a lot of work to be able to reach protein goals. Now I have to watch myself as to not get too much protein, right? And I'm like, whoa, I went way over. I need to throw in something else, you know. So I'm like, if I can help out with those, if you're looking for ways, now you don't have to take every single way. That's people, you know. I really appreciate people watching, and you know, these are some of the comments we were talking about earlier. They get very upset that I'm recommending certain products, and my thing is, you don't have to use those products. You don't have to buy them. Don't waste your money. Don't get whatever you want that fits your personal nutrition goals and roll with that. You don't have to roll with what I put on there. Okay. So it's just suggestions. You know, if you're trying to hit protein and this is something that might work for you, try it out. You know, you might want to keep it in rotation, and then it'll help. Before you know it, you'll be hitting your protein goals without a problem. And you'll actually get to the point where you're like, man, I am under calories, but I hit my protein goals. Now I got to add something else. And then you got to kind of switch it up, right? But you've already done the work to form those habits, to buy the stuff, to have it stocked in your fridge and your pantry that you need, and when you're on the go, to get to that point. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to help you get to, because I've reached that point to where um, I can pretty much, I know what I'm going to have throughout the day, and I know I'm going to hit my goal. I mean, it is rare when I don't hit my protein. It is real rare when I don't hit my protein goal. Okay. Okay. Do you have a dune buggy or dirt bike? No, I sure don't. Okay. Bye. I'm leaving. Bye bye. I highly recommend the Keto Connect egg roll in a bowl recipe. Yeah, I've done something like that. Egg roll in a bowl. Those things are good, man. Egg roll in a bowl. And I mean, the name is great too, man. You cannot beat that name. Come on now. Egg roll in a bowl, man. If that ain't catchy, I don't know what is, man. But those, I mean, egg roll in a bowl is good for sure. Oh my gosh. Bambi coming in. You ain't lying. Yasso bars also have great chocolate options for a sweet treat. What I do with the yacht, man, you're exactly right. I should have mentioned that. Appreciate you chiming in on that one. Yeah, Yasso bars, they have a fudge one that I'll get. I think it's like 80 calories or something. A fudge bar, and man, those things are a cheat code. Whenever that sweet tooth kicks in, you go get you any Yasso bar really. But man, that Yasso fudge one, if you're a chocolate person, go get you those, man. I'm trying to tell you. That'll knock it out. I keep those in the freezer. I keep Yasso bars in the freezer because, especially like a lot of times after dinner, you know, like if you're, you know, you just have some protein and like if you're going lower carb or something like that, then a sweet tooth might kick in. And if you're like, oh my gosh, like, uh, you know, I can have something bad, or I can just go give me a Yasso bar, and I know I only got 100 calories, and it holds you. It's not like you have a container where you have to like measure it out like I do with like the Halo Top and all that. You have to personally measure. Like Halo Top, I'll literally put it in the, like I think a serving is 2/3 cup. I'll literally put it in the cup and put that joker back in the freezer because I'm gonna hold myself accountable, right? Because you mess around and eat the whole pint, and it just kind of throw you off a little bit. But the Yasso bars make it easy. I mean, one bar, like I said, that fudge bar, I think is 80 calories. And so your diet should be able to fit that. If nothing else, if you don't think your diet can fit it, then mentally it can fit it. All right. So if that helps you out mentally, if that's going to keep you, if those 80 calories going to keep you from doing 300 calories, come on now. We got to make some smart decisions here. All right. So definitely, yeah. Let's see here. Uh, Please ignore the haters that criticize you. Your content is so good for regular people. Thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. I don't mind the haters. That's fine because you know the haters only hate from the bottom. You know what I mean? They only hate from the. You know what I mean? That's your haters won't hate on somebody like, you know, if it's like I don't have time to be like worried about people behind me, right? Because I'm going forward. You know what I mean? So I don't even see those folks. You know what I mean? And so if they take the time to try to hate, then hey, I mean, you know, more power to them, I guess. And like we were talking about earlier, if that's what it takes to live their negative life and to try to drag everybody down with them, then I guess that's what it takes, you know. But hopefully one day they'll see that there is, you know, light at the end of the tunnel. They can actually, uh, you know, be better. Spend that energy that they take on trying to drag other people down. Spend that same energy and lift themselves up, right? And look in the mirror and be like, okay, look, I'm just negative. I live with a, you know, some people walk around with a cloud over their head. It seems like always raining on them and stuff, you know, and just negative people. Anything can be negative, right? I mean, you know, they'll find the worst thing out of a great situation, you know. And some people are just like that, you know. You just gotta let them roll. Just don't surround yourself with people like that because they will drag you down. They will drag you down. All right, try to surround yourself with people who make you better. That's what I tell my kids all the time too, right? So, why is Unc looking into my soul? Man, I've been called that a couple times. Unc. I'm like, man, I've reached Unc status already. Come on now. Oh man, that is funny. But yeah, I love getting on here with y'all, man. And that's why, you know, I usually say I'm gonna be on here for 20, 30 minutes. Man, it's 50 minutes now. Cause I'm like, hey, if y'all got some questions, some comments, that's what I'm here to do, man. I'm here to help. And if you didn't catch it, you know, hopefully you'll go back and watch it if you need to. Um, and you have a teacher's heart. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. All right, we got just finished running 2.5 miles on a treadmill while watching your live. Your inspirational has me running faster and harder. Thank you so much. Man, look out now. Let's go. That's what, man, I've done it before too. Like, I don't, you know, like if you're on the treadmill or if you're going for a walk or something, and you know, you listen to like a good inspirational podcast or you know, even some music starts jamming, you start moving more, you know, and that's what's up, right? And before you know it, you're like, man, I'm already done, you know, so that's what's up right there. Uh, I drink a gallon of water every day. Is it okay to flavor water sometimes? I do. This is a half gallon, but yeah, I'm around there too. I get about a gallon a day, and now when I was doing, I don't know if y'all heard about the program 75 Hard. Now you're supposed to drink a gallon of water a day for 75 days, and you can't flavor it, and so you just get around that, right? But yeah, so I add in Himalayan pink sea salt in here. A lot of people ask, what's in the jug? Pink salt, and right now I'm using a caged hydrocharge in here. So it's just a what is that called? Electrolytes. So yeah, I don't see any problem with it. You know what I mean? And it helps it taste better. So, uh, what do you do if you don't sleep well at night? I cannot get myself to lift weights the next day. What should I do? Don't sleep well at night. One thing that I do is, are you not getting like quality sleep? Is that what you mean? Look into like, you know, check with your, you know, your doctor or nutritionist or whoever. But you know, I know a lot of times magnesium can help. If that's something that you can take, I don't know for sure. Everybody's different, and it can help calm you down. There's plenty of products out there that can like help you. Some help you get to sleep, but then it's hard if you wake up. Some are known to help you sleep throughout the night to wake up refreshed. And that's the thing. Just whatever your routine is, you know. Um, if I don't, it's hard to say because everybody's different, you know. But go out there, look for different different things you can use and see what works for you, you know. Because I know it just matters on your lifestyle too. How's your diet? Uh, you know, some people think certain things they do at nighttime does not affect their sleep, and that is totally not true. You know, and they wonder why they're, oh, I'm all tired, but I only had this last night. Like, yeah, well, that's why you're tired. You know, so it just matters on your lifestyle too. Are you, you know, and if you don't feel like working out in the morning, guess what? The best thing to do is go work out, right? Because if anything, even if you don't get the best workout in, you'll still get that. You know, you can still check that box, like, you know, that mental toughness box. You're forming a habit of doing things when you don't feel like doing it, right? That's discipline right there, and that'll help you out right there, because you'll be like, man, I didn't feel like working out and I still did it. Let's go, all right, and that's really going to help you out. Okay. So I would say I would say still go work out, unless you're like injured or something, right? Now don't go crazy and mess around and hurt yourself or something. But it's those little things, because improving yourself is hard, man. That's why a lot of people don't want to do it. It's hard. Eating healthy is hard. Working out can be hard, unless you go get an easy workout in. But eating healthy, living a healthy lifestyle is hard. It's not easy. Anybody, you know, people. That's the thing. People want to tell you that, oh, just do this and it'll be easy. Do this and you'll lose all this and blah blah blah. Like, man, that stuff ain't easy, because your lifestyle, it's a lifestyle change that you have to make. So that's the hard part, right? It's the habits and discipline that you have to do to live that healthy lifestyle. That's hard. That's why a lot of people don't want to do it. That's why a lot of people don't do it. Okay, even though everybody can. Um, Nobody's forcing you to eat certain things and all this and that. It's all about, do you want to make the change? Uh, do you want to make, when you look at yourself in that mirror, are you ready to make that change? And if you are, then you're going to do it. Nobody's going to make you do it. It's you. So, I mean, you just got to hold yourself accountable. Get up, and go get that workout in. All right. So hopefully that. Grace says hi. What up? What up? What up? All right, let me get this little guy going here. So we're gonna go get on this workout here. See what I can do. Like I said, back's a little sore, so I'll probably focus more just on some legs today. But something's gonna get done. Believe that. Something. I mean, I don't. Even if nothing else, I would like at least go for a walk. But even if I'm not working out, you can guarantee that I'm 100% on my nutrition. That's almost every day, anyways. But I, like when you don't have that motivation to go work out, sometimes it tries to drag the rest of your motivation down, kind of like somebody with negative comments, try to drag everything down with them. So if you don't have the motivation, then that's when you're like, well, I can eat this and I'll just start again tomorrow or something, or start again when I work out. Try not to get in that position, because it's hard to dig yourself out of that. Okay. Okay. Do you think the MyFitnessPal paid membership is worth it? I've been using MyFitnessPal for so many years, never paid for it. So I don't know. I think the thing that you can do with the paid version is like maybe take picture, like scan items into it. And what I have found, yeah, that's convenient. But what I have found, MyFitnessPal, you just start typing it in and it comes up with like 6, 7 different options. And some of them have little check marks like it's been verified. And so, if that's something, I guess it matters why you're using it. I mean, I'm sure the paid version has a lot more tools. For what I use it for, just to track my calories, track my macros, and just to see where I'm at each day, then that's fine for me. But you might need check out the tools, see if they have like a free version, that you can use. I mean, not free, give you like 7 days free or something like that. Check it out, see if it's something you need. And then if not, then just go with the free one, because I've never paid for it, but which is amazing that they offer all that stuff, for free. And I really appreciate it. But that's why I recommend it to people, because I'm like, man, if it's free, all you gotta do is download it. Everybody's got a phone, right? Go download that joker. I love the regular. MyFitnessPal helps me 100%. Yeah, see, the regular is pretty good. Let's see here. All right. See, now I'm gonna sit on the couch and eat my pizza. Hey, more power to you. Go ahead. Working out is for weirdos. Well, I guess I'm weird then, because I'm about to go work out here in just a second. Hey, there's nothing wrong with pizza. That's for sure. Pizza's great. But yeah, anybody got any more questions here? Hopefully that answered your question on the MyFitnessPal. But yeah, just go try it out. But yeah, I've been on here for almost an hour now. It's been great. Like I said, I probably won't be on next Friday or Monday, because I got a lot going on. And so if I can, I'll try to get on real quick. Maybe I'll get on another day or something like that. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to someday set a schedule for you guys, so when I'm coming on to have some questions or whatever. But even when you're watching this, you have a question, drop it in the comments, and I will answer, the comments, unless I just somehow miss it. I try to answer all the comments. Okay. And it's coming from me. I mean, this is just me answering the stuff, So I love your channel. I'm celebrating my birthday. I don't know what this is. Keep up the good work. I love your channel. I'm celebrating my birthday. Hey, well, happy birthday. Let's go. Love being a weirdo, but I'm healthy and fit. Exactly. Yeah, that's, you know, uh, that's what it takes. Shoot, I'll be a weirdo all day long, man. Uh, what did you say about weight before or after cooking? I typically do cooked weight. Yeah, I was saying I measure everything before I cook it. So I'll measure beef, raw, chicken, everything. I don't, I love seafood, but I don't usually cook it too much. Cause man, that joker mess around and make the whole house smell like seafood. Now what I have done is taken like my air fryer outside and cook it outside. You know what I mean? So, but man, I need to go get some salmon. I haven't had salmon in a while. It's a great way to get some healthy fats in. So easy to make and so good. I need to go do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Get this Monday going. Well, Monday's been going since earlier, so. But uh, uh, here we go. Doesn't matter if you weigh before or after, as long as you track it that way. Logged cook weight or raw weight, MyFitnessPal. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Uh, can you help us with some good recipes for Thanksgiving? Yeah, man, that could be an idea right there. Now, one thing I do make on Thanksgiving is a homemade macaroni and cheese that is it's not healthy at all. I ain't gonna lie to you, that joker right there, but it's so good, man. But I do uh, have some self accountability on that. You know what I mean? Like I definitely don't overindulge, but man, it is so good. It's amazing. It is amazing. But yeah, maybe I have to do some Thanksgiving stuff. So Thanksgiving's fine. People. I don't know why people think like Thanksgiving is going to throw them off too much. I mean, it can be Thanksgiving or it can be Wednesday, right? Either one could throw you off, right? You don't have to say, well, it's Thanksgiving, so that's why I'm going to eat so much. Uh, you can be like, yeah, I'm going to go try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that, but I'm going to hold myself accountable. And, or it can be Wednesday. Well, I'm going to go eat this, I'm going to eat that, but I'm going to hold myself accountable. I mean, it's just another day. It's just another day, an opportunity for you to focus on your discipline and hold yourself accountable, man. I always say that. People think like Thanksgiving is going to throw them off. I'm like, why? Tuesday can throw you off too. It's there's no difference. It's just you don't have to eat it, right? I mean, I don't know. We just have to change the way we're thinking, change our mind state, man. That's what it's all about. Uh, let's see. I highly recommend the smoke and honey. I highly recommend the smoke and honey already cooked salmon from Costco and Sam's. Okay, man, that sounds anything that's quick, right? I mean, I'll definitely try that out. Yeah, man. I need to go to Costco. I haven't been to Costco in a minute. I need to go there and get a few things. Maybe I'll do a video when I'm there, just showing you what I'm getting, what I get from Costco. Right? I've done a couple of those already. And that's the thing. I go and I get the same stuff. I don't make the same video over, but you know, yeah. Whenever I find new things at Costco, I'll do. Oh man, check this out. For sure. But yeah, let me go ahead and get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna get on down the road and go lift some weights, see how that goes, and focus on having a great day. I'll keep making content. Go check out my video I posted. If you're looking for some more protein ideas, go check out the one I posted today. Of course, I have another one Wednesday. I got another one already for Friday. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I try to put my shorts out there, my short videos every day, if not every other day, to help you out with different breakfast ideas or lunch ideas or whatever. And then go follow me on Instagram, TikTok. That's where I put my more daily stuff, like in my stories and stuff like that, to kind of help out. So, because YouTube doesn't have a story option, right? So, hopefully those help you out also. So, yeah, do a video from Costco. I need to go do that, man. I just need to go because I love Costco too, man. Costco's great. Walk around that gigantic basket, tons of people. But Costco can be kind of hard to do a video in because whenever I do my videos, I don't like to get in the way of people, and but the aisles are big enough, the warehouse that you can go tuck away in the corner. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, I hope your back feels better. Have a great day. Yeah, Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna get it better. Yeah, it's not an issue at all. I'm about to work around and just keep getting stronger. Right? We just don't stop. You know what I mean? So we got to keep. Hopefully, everybody keeps spending some time on yourself. I always recommend try to do like 30 minutes on yourself. Go for a walk. You don't have to go to the gym. Just try to stay as healthy as possible and focus on each meal. If you mess up one meal, it's all right. You got another meal coming. Okay, just make the best decision the next meal. And if you fall off, just jump right back on, man. Don't give up. Don't give up because it is it's there. I mean you got it. You can do it. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions or uh, so but hopefully everybody has a great day. I'm gonna go hit this gym and I appreciate everybody watching. Let me know if you have any questions and I'll get back to you. Let's keep getting better. Let's go.